Today we're going to talk about other strategies that we can use to help us solve word problems. Today we're going to look at using a KWSS chart. Now, KWSS chart is a little bit like a KWL chart that we use sometimes in science or social studies. That we use to know, what we want to know, and what we've learned. KWSS is very similar. The K is what you know, so this will be what we get from the problem that we already know. The W is what do you want to know? What is the question that it is asking you? S, what strategy and operation are you going to use? And finally, S, how are you going to solve the problem? So let's take a look at how that will work. Here's our KWSS chart already set out for us. So let's read the word problem. Jameson had 245 pieces of candy. 98 of them were chocolate. The rest were fruit flavored. How many of Jameson's candies were fruit flavored? So I want you to pause the video and think about, what do you already know in this problem? All right. So what I know is that Jameson has a total of 245 pieces of candy. 98 of them are chocolate. The rest are fruit flavored. That's what I know from the problem. So what do I want to know? Pause the video and think about, what is the question the problem is asking you? Okay, the question is, how many of the total candies were fruit flavored? That's what I want to know. The next S is, what strategy and operation am I going to use? This is where I figure out my number sentence. Well, I know there's a total of 245 pieces of candy, so I know that that's what it equals. And I know that if I take the 98 that are chocolate and I add them with the rest that are fruit flavored, my number sentence is going to be 98 plus something equals 245. So I have a missing add-in. So in order to solve a missing add-in, I can count up from 98 to 245, or I can subtract 245 minus 98, because I know that subtraction is the opposite of addition. That's how I can find a missing add-in. So finally, I need to solve my problem. So I'm going to subtract. I'm going to say 245 minus 98. And I'm going to use a place value strategy. So I have 245. Oh, I need to break apart my 98 into 90 and 8. So 245 minus 90. I want you to pause the video and solve. So 245 minus 190 will be 155. And then I take that number, 155, and subtract 8. Let's pause the video and solve. And 155 minus 8 will be 147. So my answer is 147 of Jameson's candies are fruit flavored. So to review, when using the KWSS chart for math, the K is what do I want to know. The W is what do I know, pardon me. The W is what do I want to know. The S is what strategy and operation will I use. This is where I put my number sentence. And then finally, S is how can I solve the problem.